This promo has been very good. In fact, it's probably been almost perfect with some of the stuff that it's delivering on. You have got a bunch of events you can play through, and you will never run out of events just because of how many there are and the stamina cost, which is a little bit of an issue, but we'll get onto that slightly later. The masters are good. They're all giving out boosts, which makes them very valuable, and they are grindable. You can get that master completely free and no money spent, depending on how much you have to grind for him. Now, it isn't actually too much of a grind itself to be able to get yourself a grandmaster. I've been playing through just 20 events every single day, which isn't really too much. That's about 2 and a bit stamina refills, which isn't too much at all every single day, and I have got pretty close at getting up to that grandmaster, who is a Hakeem Elijah one. Now, unfortunately, he isn't a playstyle select card, and he is giving out a boost, which is pretty good, but the fact that he isn't playstyle select has been one of the first cards in a while where we haven't had that grandmaster be a playstyle select card. Now, that can be good or that can be bad. It depends on how you look at that, but honestly, I don't really mind. It is still a good grandmaster, giving out a good boost. It is one of those defensive boosts in that post defense boost, but it is okay, and he is at that center position, which does make an alright master. But the main thing with this promo is, of course, those lower overall players. Those are absolutely amazing, giving out those good boosts. Now, yes, some of them aren't at the position you want or the play style you want, and some of the stats don't really line up, like especially Trae Young's three-pointer, but other than that, just having players giving out boosts is pretty good, and we haven't had that in a little while, where some of the masters, yes, you had that with the All-Star Historic promo, yes, you had that with the St. Patrick's Day promo, but those players you couldn't really get no money spent, whereas these ones you can definitely get these no money spent. I've got Jamaran, I've got Franz Wagner, I'm on my way to get Pete Maravich. A lot of guys have already got all 3, and some have even managed to get 4 masters plus the extra grandmaster, and some are even getting all 5. So it is a lot of stuff you can try and get, and there's a lot of different ways you can go. You need to get 3 to get yourself the grandmaster. There's a bunch of options. As with always, we do actually like this promo format. It was originally the Totti promo format, which is probably the best promo that we had ages ago back in season 5, but that was a really nice promo. And yes, it is a copy and paste promo format, but it is a nice promo format in that you've got a bunch of different stuff you can go for, lots of different sections, different milestones, different events unlocking at different points. Through those milestones, you've got the store offers. Yes, they're going to drain your coins a little bit. You've got lots of different ways you can get through in the sets. It's fun opening the packs, trying to get lucky. Yes, it can be a bit frustrating sometimes in trying to get the masters, but it's got everything that you would expect in a very, very fun promo. You got the masters, you got the events, you got the sets, you got the milestones, you got the store, you got pretty much everything. Now, the one drawback with this promo, and there are a couple of other ones, but the main one is the stamina cost, is mainly because these events cost 75 stamina. Now, as I said earlier, that isn't a huge amount of stamina drain, as it were. It is a decent amount of stamina drain, but it isn't impossible to be able to do as many events as you want. I remember back in the Totti promo, I was playing through when I was fully grinding the promo, I was getting about 60 events done in the first 2 days, which is a lot of stuff going through the adverts, spending your stamina on the bench, all of that stuff. But in terms of just grinding it fairly lightly, you can get through 2 stamina refills. That's 600 stamina every single go pretty much. That should get you about 20 events done, maybe a little bit under that, but that is enough depending on how lucky you get with some of the players. I admit in the first couple of days, I was getting very lucky with some of the players I was pulling, so that kind of helped me a little bit in trying to get the masters. But other than that, playing through just about 20 events a day is doable, and it is going to help you get that grandmaster. So I do understand where some people are coming from, asking for like lower stamina requirements with some of these sort of promo formats, but on the other hand, I actually kind of like it, as it does make it a little bit of a grind, and also you don't have to play a massive amount of stuff. There's only a couple of events you have to play through every single day. But enough of what I think. I'll ask you guys as usual on my community page and on my Discord server what you guys think about this promo, so let's take a look at some of your thoughts and opinions. Arden Zhang over here says, I mean, although it's a format we have had before, those cards are looking quite nuts, to be honest, especially that Jamaran. I guess the stamina cost could have been lowered to 50 to make it more friendly, but a solid promo overall, 9 out of 10. And I think a lot of people agree with that sort of promo rating. A lot of people have given it about a 9 out of 10, and I'd have to agree, it is pretty good. The stats on the cards are looking nice, especially that Jamaran. I think pretty much everyone who is playing this promo has at least got that Jamaran out of one of the 3 masters, whether that be the first master they got, I don't know, but it's definitely one of the masters that they have got, because his stats are looking pretty good and the way he plays is also pretty good. And again, the stamina cost being lowered to 50, I get why they're at 75, just because it gives it a little bit of a challenge to try and get some of the players. If it was at 50, you would go through the promo pretty quickly. And if you think about it, the promo is out, yes, a bit longer than what we've usually had with some 7-day promos here and there. It is out a bit longer, but having that length of promo that is a bit longer means that you have to fill out that whole time. Instead of people grinding through, if it was 50 stamina every single event, you'd play through and you pretty much get a master within, say, the first 4 or 5 days. And then what are you going to do for the rest of that time? So I do understand why they're at 75 stamina. I think it's okay. It's not too bad on the stamina front. Yes, it is going to drain it quite a bit, but it isn't too bad. It's not impossible. So I understand why it's at 75. I'm going to have to slightly disagree with that, but again, I do get where you're coming from and where other people are coming from with those stamina costs. SA over here says, again, a 9 out of 10. My favorite format would be a 10 if Hakeem was style select. Can get him no money spent easily. So a lot of people, including myself, do like this promo format. It is one that we have had before. It is a very nice format all the way back when we had a Totti promo. When that promo did drop, we were in a bit of a dry patch with some of the stuff we were getting in NBA Live Mobile. When that promo came out, everyone was playing that so much, including myself. We were enjoying it so much, and it was a very nice promo format. Fast forward to today, it is still a nice promo format. Obviously, it would be nice to have a different sort of type of promo, a different one that's not copy and pasted, because I thought a lot of you guys actually like the familiarity with some promo formats that we've had previously. But after doing a poll on my community page, I realized that pretty much everyone agrees with me that like we really need some new promo formats. It's enough of having all these copy and paste, and hopefully we can go forward with the new sort of schedule, having longer promos instead of those 7-day promos that we had for about a month or so. Now we're going into a different sort of promo format. Hopefully that can mean that less copy and paste and all of that stuff. But again, if Hakeem was style select, it would be pretty nice because it is a power player. Not many people have a power lineup, so maybe that's something EA are trying to work towards, getting more power players in the game. But ultimately, a play style select card would be pretty nice to have as your Grandmaster. Marshall T Mello over here says it's pretty good. The same problems are here though. Too many finesse players, too many repeated positions, no centers or power forwards. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 7.9. So obviously there are quite a few finesse players. There's a lot of people in repeated positions, as he mentioned, and of course there is a center card in that Hakeem Elijah one, but there is no power forward with this promo. Yes, every single promo you're not actually going to have every single position, but it would be nice to have a wide variety instead of having like doubled up on positions and play styles and all of that stuff. It would have been kind of nice if we could spread it out a bit. Yes, I get Pete Maravich is a power shooting guard, whereas then you got Trae Young who's a finesse shooting guard. It does have a little bit of variety with that, but again, just spreading it out a little bit would be pretty good. And again, having so many finesse players, it is always really hard to have a balance with players, positions, the play styles, all of that stuff. I get it is a little bit of a tricky one when you're trying to actually go through and try and balance it out as well, which is a tough act in itself. Louis Lou FN says it's an annoying format, but the players are good. I honestly just want more coin packs in the store like we had in earlier seasons. And I agree, coin packs, again, that's something we're lacking with this promo. We have been basically waiting for that for ages in the game, just with a nice promo. Yes, you got coin packs to buy tokens. That's not what I mean. I mean like proper coin packs where you can have a chance of getting masters, kind of like boom or bust packs, but maybe a bit better, like a player pack, for example, worth coins, instead of having like a boom or bust pack, one that is guaranteed a player, maybe guaranteed some other stuff as well, maybe stuff you could get a chance of pulling some higher overall players. Stuff like that would be very nice to see, and we keep asking for it. Hopefully we can get it in the future, but I disagree with it being an annoying format. I think it's a very fun format to grind through. There's lots of different ways you can go. Yes, the events like I've explained earlier, but I think it is a very fun format to play through. Simple Guy over here says it's more than a week promo, so it's possible to get a Grandmaster at 97, and it is good. Again, having that more than a week promo is pretty nice, and it's pretty refreshing as well, because we have been stuck at the 1 week promo, 5-day long side promos over here. So it is a nice thing to change up and go back to a longer sort of structure with the promos, and it is nice to see. It gives people a lot more chance at getting through some of the players. Eugenie Man 18 says 4 out of 10 because it's not playable. I more like the dunk promo because you can get 90 overall masters by just getting 81 plus overall players. Now I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to disagree with this. I definitely don't think this promo is 4 out of 10. I definitely don't think it's not playable at all. Dunk Masters promo, I don't think that was as good as this one, just because of the players we were getting in that one weren't that good stats wise, and they weren't giving out any boosts. They didn't have a dunk package where dunk is in the name of the actual promo itself. They didn't have a dunk package, so I'm gonna have to disagree with this one, but that is your opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and this is why it's a promo review, and this is why I get your guys' opinions as well with these sort of promos. Just because I'm just one person, it's good to get a wide variety of different opinions when it comes to looking at these different promos. The Big Cheese, who is one of my Discord mods, said 9 out of 10, 75 needs to be reduced to 35 stamina and needs a higher pull rate on the tokens and players. I agree with the stamina, but again, I disagree. I sort of explained that earlier with the stamina requirements and all of that stuff. Having a higher pull rate on the tokens and players, I would say that would be interesting as well. It would change up the economy when you're actually trying to get the players, and it would make it a lot easier, obviously, of you getting the players, because I know a lot of people have been struggling at trying to get the 88 overall players, especially. Yes, you will gradually get up to them in the milestones, but maybe if you pull them a bit earlier, it would be a bit helpful. Obviously, I can't really speak for that because, as I said, I got pretty lucky with some of my packs. I was getting pretty much all the players that I needed. spec over here says 8 out of 10. It takes much stamina and it's really annoying to collect 2 separate tokens, but the masters are kind of worth grinding for. So I think that's where most people are at with this promo. It's either 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. No one's really at that 10 out of 10, and that is why I believe that this one is a very, very solid promo. It is almost perfect with some of the stuff it is delivering. I think just because it was the Totti promo, and the Totti promo was probably in my eyes a 10 out of 10 promo. Yes, the stamina costs were the exact same as they were now, but because it was brand new, I'd say that one was 10 out of 10. This one, because it is exactly the same, but you're getting some good prayers with some good boosts, I'm gonna have to say as well, it's probably around 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Obviously lowering the stamina cost would make it a bit easier to grind through, whether that be it would make it too easy that you'd get the players too early in the promo and have nothing to do for the rest of it. I just don't know. Or maybe when you've got those players, you could then grind through and get yourself the other 2 masters, so you have all 5 masters and that grandmaster. I don't know exactly how it would play out. Obviously, it's something to maybe try in a future promo. If EA decide to do that, I have no idea. But that is going to be it for the promo review video. If you did enjoy, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the promo. What do you like? What don't you like? And why? And if you want to know exactly how you can get all the Mobile Bandits promo masters completely free and really quickly, go check out the video in the bottom left hand corner where I went through all the tips and tricks you need to be able to get through this promo and get the masters. Go check out that video, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.